Well. Hi everybody, it's Paco Pappa. I'm your basic queer motherfucker. And I'm very sorry Marta Mama isn't available today, but let's talk about the last episode of Drag Race España. If you come for my makeup, I will destroy you. I had to do this in like half an hour. Had a lot of problems. My eye is watering. So, but yeah, let's talk a little bit about Drag Race. First of all, if you appreciate the content in my channel and you want to support me, my drag, my children, and everything else, you have my PayPal account down below. It's the last episode. So if you guys feel like it, you can find that down below. Thank you very, very much in advance. My last video for the makeover challenge was copyright claimed, so YouTube hasn't been showing it to all the people. So if you want to check that out, that's in my YouTube channel. So I got a little discouraged, so I didn't upload a video last week for the reunion, but let's recap briefly the most important things, which are Samantha Valentines' Miss Congeniality. Very good. She is. It's like Estrella was there for the win, and I don't know if the finalists can win Miss Congeniality like before you know who the winner is. I think that hasn't happened since season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race, but if anyone knows anything about like the official rules, let me know. My personal vote, if you cannot vote for Estrella, would be Onyx. I think Onyx personality is just amazing. I love her energy. I just love her very much. But Samantha is like very obviously the other contendant for Miss Congeniality, and she finally won. So congratulations to Samantha. And I also love that they like showed runways from the eliminated girls so they can show off all the things that they brought, and they didn't have the chance to show everyone. So in this episode, we have our 4 finalists, and they talk about themselves as like the old one, the fat one, the weird one, and the whore, which I think is just, yeah, it's nice. And we get to know that this week's challenge will be, as usual, a music video, but last year it was a music video for a RuPaul song in English. And they didn't even have to write their own verses or anything, but this year they have to write their own lyrics. And it's a Supreme Deluxe song called Llévame al cielo, Take Me to Heaven. And that song was in the Gran Hotel de las Reinas tour. That's one of the songs that Supreme performed. Supreme has been a singer since forever, and I really, really, really like that they like showcase Supreme's talent. Because, you know, in Drag Race España, we don't need RuPaul's validation. In fact, it's the 2nd season in a row where we haven't even had a small video message from RuPaul. We haven't even had basically any tweets. But I think that's the best thing about Drag Race España, isn't it? And then we have the little interviews with Supreme. I love that in Drag Race España, they're not like tic-tac lunches, and I know they don't do that often anymore, but like there's a lot of people that have a problem with food, and when you make all these jokes about like, no, I couldn't possibly take a Tic Tac, I'm so full, I already ate half a Tic Tac 3 days ago, those are not funny like for anyone. So I really like that this was like an actual merienda with some pastry and some coffee, and that is how you do it. So let's go one by one with the interviews. Venerita, I love her energy. She's like so confident, but so chill at the same time. I don't know, sometimes she reminds me a little bit of like Raja. You know, Raja's not super upbeat person. We can see that in All-Star 7 right now. She's not like super out there, but her energy, her confidence, she exudes confidence, and you can really tell how confident she is. I love that energy. And what I love the most about Venerita's interview is that she talks about other drag queens in Spain who were important for her. Like she talks about La Pequeña y La Mercurio. You have them here as her references of other like bearded queens when she started doing drag. And I love that she took the time to mention them, because it's not only like the big pop star divas and everything. Like, bearded queens are not anything new whatsoever. I think it was just a very, very cute thing, and it was very necessary, and I just love that. Estrella's one was very cool because she is like very natural. She talks with Supreme like she talks with her mom, and there's like something slightly childish in Estrella in the best way possible, because for me, the biggest compliment someone can tell you that you act like a child, not because like looking younger, but because, I don't know, like the natural enjoyment, the energy, the way you enjoy the world, the way you discover things, your curiosity, that's the biggest compliment. And that's the quality that Estrella has that I love so much. And then I also love that Estrella's like love language is insulting people. That's something very common in the south of Spain. Like when you see someone in the street, you see your friend walking down the street, you say, oh, there you go, motherfucker. I shit in your dead relatives. I shit in your molar teeth. I love you. That is basically the way that we say, I love you, girl. When she says goodbye, for example, she says, a tomar por culo, Supreme guapa, which basically means, go get yourself fucked in the ass, Supreme, beautiful, gorgeous. You know? Sharon's interview was like poised. She talks about like the muses and the music, the big divas that she listened to, like Bonnie M, Shaka Khan, Aretha Franklin. I love that, especially with Sharon. Supreme is talking like on a one-to-one level. She's not above them. She's just one of them. So I love that. And Marina's interview was also very cute. You can really see with Marina that drag is a tool that she uses for like intellectual purposes, but not only like, not intellectual that just in your head, but of like self-exploration and knowing yourself and living out your fantasy. There's also, even though she's very intellectual, there's also like a childish quality in Marina sometimes. And as I always say, that's the biggest compliment I can say, because of the way that she experiences drag. Like she does this, like it's very similar to when a 10-year-old wears a costume and starts like walking around the house. Like that's the joy that drag brings to Marina. So you can see the girls writing in the workroom. We can finally see like Sharon and Marina working together, because like they've said a couple of times in other episodes that they wanted to work together, and they finally get to do so. And then we have like another couple working together, which are Estrella and Venerita. And I love that they switched it up a little bit, because, you know, Estrella and Sharon have been working together the whole season. So it's nice that they switch it up, and they're having a lot of fun like writing these lyrics. They write like stupid lyrics and fun ones, and they just, I don't know, I thought the energy in the workroom was like fun. Then we get to know that the girls are coming back for the performance. They're all dancing. They are all with the choreographer Carmelo. And I love that they're including the eliminated queens for so many things in this season. I just think it's fair with the amount of money that they have to put in order to participate in Drag Race España. I think it's only fair that they are included in the show in other ways. And the best thing is to see their relationships. So, I don't know, for example, when Samantha Valentines comes out and sees Estrella, Estrella says, Calva, which means like bald girl. And Samantha says, Gorda, like fat girl. And their love language, again, is insult. So let's go to the runway. Supreme. Oh my God. Supreme's looks have been so much better than in the first season. This coat that she was wearing, I think is from It's Spain, and it is the same coat that Chanel wore in the red carpet for Eurovision this year. Chanel was our contestant in Eurovision, the contestant from Spain. And I think it is the same one because Supreme Deluxe usually works with It's Spain. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, it was gorgeous. And this was filmed way before Eurovision, so that's interesting too. My makeup is melting now, but we're not going to talk about that, okay? We're going to be supportive, and if you see anything wrong, it's completely intentional. And then we see the video. I think this is my favorite music video from the whole franchise. And I don't think it's a matter of putting like more money into it, but I think it was just like this project that the whole team had together, not only the girls, but all like the production and everything. First, we have Carmen Farala coming back with her finale dress and the crown and writing a little lipstick message for the girls, and the girls come in out of drag and they read the message, and it's also cute, and you haven't even noticed yet that this is the music video starting, and then they start like to dance and everything out of drag. And then it's all like, ooh, cool transition. Now we're in drag, and now the other girls come out, and Supreme is on a TV, which is very smart because Supreme cannot be like watching them in drag and also be in the video because they're filming, yeah, you know, it's difficult. And then when they come out into the workroom, you can see Supreme's face just like projected in the runway, which I thought was just like genius. I thought it was like funny and heartwarming, and I loved it, and the other girls looked fantastic, and I thought it was just very cool. Shall we analyze the lyrics for each girl? Let's do that. So we have Sharon says, voy sin control como un buen huracán, mago de Oz, chapines sin chocar, soy Dorothy en este lugar, mi magia está dentro. First of all, Sharon's voice. Girl, Sharon's voice is just amazing. And I love that when she was like out of drag singing the beginning of the song, she was singing with her boy register. But then in drag, she started singing all these like super high notes. It's like a reference to her talent show where she was doing like the very low voice and the very high voice, and I thought it was amazing. Her voice is just amazing. She's making a lot of references to like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. She was wearing that in the workroom. I don't know if she was inspired by the t-shirt or she already knew what her lyrics were going to be, so she just played it out and wore that t-shirt on purpose to make it look, you know. That's what I would do anyway. Then we have Marina's lyrics. They were probably my favorite. I just love Marina. Marina says, quizás no fui perfecta hasta el final, y qué más da si sé que soy total. Alístate a esta Marina, tu arma me fascina. So basically she's saying, maybe I wasn't perfect, but I don't care because I'm everything. And then she says, enlist to this navy, because in Spanish, Marina means the navy, and your weapon is fascinating. Isn't that like cool? Like enroll. I thought it was like, I loved it. Then we have Venerita, who we know cannot sing, so this sounded amazing. The look was very cool. Obviously, she was basically naked. If I had that body, I would be naked 24/7. So I'm glad. And she was wearing like these feather accent things. I thought sometimes it was like a little bit distracting. Wasn't it? Like you couldn't see her face properly, or she couldn't like move her face. But she looks amazing. She is amazing. And like she sounded very well. So the sound technicians there, very good job. And Venerita says, no quiero ser una travesti más, me admirarás y me desearás. Soy la más chula del lugar, lo que merezco. So this is basically like, I'm the coolest. I don't want to be, it says, like, I don't want to be just another drag queen. You will admire me and you will desire me. I'm the coolest bitch around. This is what I deserve. Very cool. Congratulations to Venerita. I think she did amazing. And then Estrella had her verse. Estrella's a good singer. Like, she doesn't get enough credit for it, but she sings like quite well. She has like this flamenco tone in her voice, which I think is like very cool. Estrella's verse says, desnuda o no, mi cuerpo es tu obsesión. Revolución, tu risa es mi pasión. Gorda y divina brillaré contigo en tus sueños. Isn't cool? Like this song, like it's in my head nonstop. I just loved it. So she says, my body is your obsession. If I'm naked or if I'm not naked, it doesn't matter. My body is your obsession. Revolution, your laugh is my passion. Fat and divine, I will shine. Gorda y Divina was the name of the song that she did in the talent show, which she has like 2 versions of it. I'm gonna leave that down below because it's the coolest. My 10-year-old son is obsessed with that song. So yeah, I thought it was. And all the eliminated queens come back. They have even like their own moment without the finalists. I thought it was just so very cool. So let's go with the looks. This is not the correct order, but you know, it's the last episode. Let's have some fun. Let's start with the runway for the eliminated queens. So first out is Marisa. This is the dress she was wearing. Like, probably she sewed this herself. She sews everything that she wears, so I love it. It looks quite similar to J. Carajota's entrance dress, but it's a little bit shorter. And when she turns around, her ass is completely out, which is like delicious. I loved it. Then we have Ariel Reg, who is wearing a Little Mermaid dress because, you know, she's Ariel. And the tea behind this is that if you remember last year's finale, her sister Killer Queen was wearing a Ursula dress, and now she comes out as the Little Mermaid. I thought it was like very referential, family-like. I loved it. She looked very good. The way that she used like a very nude stiletto made her leg look very long, but it looks like she was barefoot. I love this look for Ariel. Then we have Samantha Valentines, who's looking lovely. I love her hair. You know, she's not the look girl. I really love the overcoat that she had. Then she opened it and she had like a sequenced bodysuit underneath, which she didn't have to reveal necessarily. In my opinion, she could have kept that all closed. But well, we don't love Samantha just for her looks. She's a lot more than a look. Anyone can wear a dress, but there's not a lot of people that can be Samantha. So I celebrate Samantha very much. I love her. You know, I love her. We have Onyx. Can we just, like, this girl, Onyx, like, I loved it. She looks like this Star Wars character. It's something that's like very futuristic and very sci-fi, but it's like quite European and like Renaissance vibe. This brocade, everything. Like, what she does is quite simple. It's not that like crazy. She usually uses very simple materials and you know, but her mind is just on another level. This is Onyx looking as beautiful as you can look. I thought that she ate this runway. Diamante Brown was wearing like this headpiece, this helmet that had like a lot of faces. I've seen this image for a helmet like this many times before in Instagram from another artist. So I'll try to find the reference, but I probably won't. But I think it's super cool because these helmet things are something that are very traditional from Diamante. She looks amazing in this. It was giving like very much Evie Oddly's finale vibes. My friend Bea helped her to make this, and I thought it was very cool because it created enough volume for it to look like a short bob somehow. So I think it was like beautiful. The outfit she was wearing, I didn't like the fit. I would have loved the body of it to be like a little, you know, tighter and a little like, but I love the volumes. I think it was, she looked very good. And with the helmet, you didn't like pay attention to what she was wearing underneath. So that was very cool. The jacket was very cool. The only thing is that I think it should be a little bit tighter around the waist, but yeah. Jota Carajota was wearing this dress. I thought it was so cool, and I know the tea about this dress. Last minute, like in the last very second, she could not bring the look that she had like made for the finale. So when she arrived in Drag Race España, Sethlas and her took like a sewing machine and started sewing a new dress from scratch. So this is something that she sewed while she was being in the season, and Sethlas helped her. So knowing that, I think that was amazing. I love like in the chest piece, which is like a see-through thing, she rhinestoned the contour of the boobs. I thought it was like the coolest little details. I loved the nose ring. I'm not sure, I think that's from Harvey, another drag queen and designer, very cool from Andalusia. And I just thought, because I knew the tea, I was just like waiting for that moment. And I thought she looked great. Like that hair is amazing. She was probably one of the best looking eliminated queens. I don't know, like I say that about all of them. I'm sorry. Don't take me serious. All of them are the best, you know. Sethlas was looking like Virgin Mary. Woo! She's very known for this. So here in Spain, you have Catholic churches everywhere, and in every single church you have a different statue of a virgin. Each one has a different name and a different meaning. Like some of them are for fishermen, and some of them are for students, and some of them are for drivers. Like they have a virgin for everything. They celebrate a virgin like each virgin like all the time. So she uses all this a lot. She was very known for this because when she won the Carnival Gala in Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, she did it with a Virgin Mary dress, and she transformed into Jesus Christ on the cross. And religious images is something that is very normal for her. I just love the halo that she has out here. Sethlas is an artist. I just love this so much. Judy G was looking so amazing. Judy G is like the most beautiful creature. I don't know how she always does a similar style, but in such different ways. The beaded headpiece, like beaded fringe with coming like down here, was the perfect frame for the most perfect face. And that, like what she was wearing with the tulle, with the arms, and she knows how to walk that down the runway for you to like don't get lost in all the ruffles. And she is just like overwhelmingly beautiful. I die every time I see her. I just think she's one of the most beautiful creatures to ever grace RuPaul's Drag Race franchise in any country. I think she's just outstandingly beautiful. And Judy G has a new song. I'm gonna leave that down below too. It's called Chichi, Xixi, which would basically mean pussy, but she wrote it like differently, and it says all the time like, I am Judy G, eat my pussy. I think it's like, yeah, like what else can you say? Like, of course I'm gonna eat your pussy. Like, let's go with the finalists. Venerita is wearing like this blue black fantasy full of ruffles, so many yards of fabric, so much, but like it had a corset, so it had like a structure. Her legs were out so you could see some skin and some air. I just thought she looked lovely. Her hair was like curly, but instead of being curly, it had ruffles in it. Like, I thought it was just amazing. She looked amazing, like so much poise. I love her with this dark hair, with everything. She didn't wear like big jewels that could like take over the whole look and the whole vibe. I just thought it was lovely. I would have liked if she had modeled it a bit differently, because she had to keep like pulling up the skirt in order to be able to walk a little bit, or her hands were down, so sometimes you couldn't see her figure, and that's what she's known for. So if she had been able to like keep her hands a little bit higher so we can see her waist instead of pulling up her skirt, I think that it would have been modeled slightly better. But come on, like, what can I say? Like, Venerita is just probably the best look from the 4 finalists. Marina looked super adorable, like this flower, very dramatic but very simple. And that's something that is very traditional from Marina's runways, if you think about them, like the wheat lady from the 10th century runway, or the reveal of the 2-in-1 runway. Like, they're usually very, very simple dresses, but she gives them a certain drama that not everyone can give them. I love her eye. I love the way she uses drag to just to be a little bit happier in life and experiment, like experience different things. I love that she kept this figure. I love the headpiece. It was the perfect frame for the perfect face. Her mug was beautiful. I just thought that Marina did an amazing job. Estrella's look was very, very camp. Everything I needed from her. Was it a little bit like costumey or whatever? Yeah, but you know, there's always an intention behind everything that Estrella does, and she chose to use like a powdered down version of the primary colors, like a magenta, cyan, and a yellow, and she tried to play with all of that. She tried to recreate Menina. We saw Puppy Poison pulling off a Menina look last year. Was this one, Las Meninas, is this painting by Velázquez. So yeah, that's what she was trying to do. And I thought it was like so camp and so fun. Again, she was pulling from her skirt so she didn't trip over her skirt, which was a little bit of a pity. I would have liked, I don't know, for her to be able to walk in it. And maybe I wouldn't have revealed the skirt until the lip sync. I don't know why she had to do that in the runway. I would have waited probably. I think the gag would have been a little bit better. But yeah, like, what can I say? I have been Team Estrella since the very beginning. My Twitter name, it says hashtag Team Estrella since like week 2. And Sharon, I didn't like this look very much, but you know, like the way she wears it, the way she does her face, the way she understands proportions and different details. It wasn't just my favorite with the, I don't know, like when she takes the hood off, her hair was quite flat and blah, blah, blah. It's just not of my liking, but she looked amazing. I really like the simple detail that she had, like red hands, red gloves in the hands. She has the red heart, which we already know will be a reveal, and red lips. And I would have loved like a red shoe maybe, so then you have red here, 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 and here. I think it would have made sense, but you know, it's not me, so what do I know? So it wasn't my favorite from Sharon from the whole season. I don't think this is the best that she has looked, but she looks amazing, and who am I to say anything about anyone's look looking like this? So Sharon, amazing. 10s, 10s, 10s across the board. They all looked very good. Then we have this huge gag. Marina is out of the final lip sync. So they say, we've decided that only 3 of you are going to continue. Marina, sashay away. Like, what the fuck? Like, last episode you had a double shantay for no reason. So I understand that 4 people in a lip sync are too much. I understand that probably Marina wasn't going to win with that track record. And I understand that Marina is a very good lip syncer compared to the other ones. But Like, why don't you eliminate 2 of them? So that way you're not singling out one person that doesn't deserve it right before the final. At least it makes a little more sense. And you would have like 2 people lip sync. I don't know. I thought it was in poor taste. I didn't like that for Marina. But well, I think they're trying their best. They're trying to find like a way to satisfy all the needs of the production or whatever, and they decided to do that. I do not support that choice, but well. The lip sync was Ni Tú Ni Nadie de Alaska. We were trying to like guess the song, and my sister Naomi guessed that it was going to be from Alaska. We've talked about Alaska many times. She was a judge in the last season, and she is this iconic basically punk singer from the 80s in Madrid. That's where we had our punk movement here, and it's a very big anthem. It means no one can change me, and I thought it was super cool. I'm probably biased, but I think Estrella killed that lip sync. She starts pulling out of the baskets that she has in her skirt. She starts pulling out random objects that make sense with the song. For example, she pulls out like a salt shaker because the song was saying, you make my blood pressure high. So she brings out the salt shaker, and then it says like, look what time it is. And she pulls out like this little clock, and then the Carmen Farala picture. I thought it was just genius. I think that like the first half of the song until the Carmen Farala picture frame was perfect. Afterwards, she just put like random things in there, and she had a croissant, and she had like, I don't know how you call these things, those things, which didn't make much sense, but they only had 3 days since they knew what song it was, so she did what she could, you know, with the time she had. But I think she ate that lip sync, especially in the first half. And as I've been telling you, Estrella has been posting since the beginning of the season, since episode 1, all these pictures with random objects that we didn't know what it meant. And in all these pictures, you could see like the salt shaker, the little alarm clock, the Carmen Farala picture, and other things. Like she had the onions or the newspaper, like things from every single lip sync or every single maxi challenge that they were doing. So I thought that was so smart of her. She kept people engaged. She had fun with it as well. She probably did it just to have fun with people's answers because no one was guessing correctly. So I love that she did that. I thought it was like a very good way of engaging people in the right way. And Venerita and Sharon did a very good job too. As reveals, Venerita takes off the skirt and she looks all sexy and she shows her ass. I never see enough of Venerita's ass. I could have Venerita's ass in my face 24/7 and it wouldn't feel enough. She knows her assets and she shows them off, so very good. And Sharon, in certain part of the song, her big red heart that she had just fell. But well, that can happen to anyone, even to Sharon. And in the big moment of the song, she takes that big heart and she opens it and it's full of glitter. And it's like such a cool moment because the judges are screaming, the girls are having fun, the girls in the back, the eliminated queens are having a lot of fun. So I thought it was a very, very, very cool lip sync to a very, very, very cool anthem. Then for the crowning, we're crowning, push! Carmen Farala comes out and she looks insultingly beautiful. I think it should be illegal to look that good. It's not right that we are both considered human beings. I feel ashamed of me and myself and how I look every time I look at Carmen Farala. And we get to know that the winner for Drag Race España Season 2 is Sharon! What a surprise! I'm sorry that I've been saying that she was the winner since the Meet the Queens video I did Like, we already knew here who Sharon was and what she was able to do. So, yeah, she won. It was obviously, like, no one has ever deserved to win a season as much as Sharon. Actually, there's a little graph, like, counting points for every single challenge and whatever. And from the regular seasons of the whole franchise, except, like, All-Stars, she is the best performing queen in history. So, like, what can you say? Obviously, she was going to win. As you know, she was not my favorite. I was Team Estrella, and I would be very happy if Venerita or Marina wins because, you know, I've been loving them since they won. But you cannot deny that Sharon was the best at drag racing, and she is just the biggest professional that you can meet in drag. I admire her very much, so congratulations to Sharon. This is my last review for the season. I'm very sad this is ending. Like, I loved this season. It's such an amazing thing that this season was a good season, because if it had been a terrible season and my job was to explain it, I would be miserable. But it was actually one of the best seasons in Drag Race history. It started so strong. It didn't like keep being that strong all the way, but I think it peaked again in the last couple of episodes. I just love the girls. I love the talent. I think the production has done so many things a lot better. But what is this waffle dick cake that the queens are receiving as a prize? Like, weren't you all like, what? But yeah, the production team is being amazing. I think they are showing how you can do a franchise with respect, giving the appropriate context for the queens to blossom. It's not about finding their weaknesses and making them feel the pressure. And it's not about any of that. It's about like true admiration. I think when you work with people that you admire, especially in artistic context, I think that's the best thing that can happen. So I really love all the changes that the production has done this year. I hope there's a third season, and I hope it's even better. I love the cast. I did not know that I loved all these queens so much. I think they were all amazing. I'm gonna try to make some more videos. I want to review the Spanish version of We're Here that will start on July 10th. I don't know if it's going to be available in WOWPresents. I guess so, but I'm not sure. And this version is going to have 4 queens, which are Estrella Xtravaganza, Sharon, Puppy Poison, and Supreme Deluxe. Isn't that like the most amazing cast for a We're Here Spanish season? So I'll probably be covering that. You can follow me in my social media. And before everything, I really wanted to do this review in drag just for the people that have been following and supporting me since the very beginning, all the people that have been sending me PayPals. Thank you so much. You're making this like almost a job, so thank you so much. I just wanted to share a little bit of myself with you guys. Don't forget to listen to the last episode of The Chop. It was a beautiful episode. We all loved filming it. I'm so sad that that is ending as well. I'm so sad. I'm devastated, but it was so much fun. I had such an amazing time, and I want to thank Joseph Shepard. I'm going to leave his channel down below because it was thanks to him that all this was possible. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all. Stay queer.